pigeons on power lines, why they never fall? Why they always watching?
Bitch, they don't. They just want to sit there like...
And them New York pigeons. First of all, pigeons are only in certain areas of the population. Like, if you... I never seen a pigeon.
I think they're watching us, too.
You know...
I would not be surprised. I'd look.
Do y'all that live in the southern region, do y'all have pigeons? Because every time I go there, I don't see a pigeon.
I don't think I've seen them there. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them in Puerto Rico.
With all these crimes and stuff that's happening, especially in New York, and they be catching angles in these cameras now. I would not be surprised if some of them pigeons.
Well, pigeons were used to use for
As messengers. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hang.
They've been around for a long time.
And they was doing that back in the Game of Thrones. Remember they used to send the birds in the Game of Thrones.
But historically, they used to send messages with damn birds.
Wait, this is the 1800s?
I think so. I don't know the time frame
for that. Welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Aunties podcast. And I am Jo.
I'm Key.
And I'm Jay. We keep it real, raw,
and relatable
while sharing our opinions
and experiences
and feelings.
Ah, yes. Feels. Got it, baby. How's everybody doing? I thought you were going to say, I want to feel the fire.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that song?
Yes, I do.
Boom, boom, ba, baby. Child. Yo, I have a question for y'all. Before we get into this episode here, do y'all, I be into music. Do y'all listen to music even to go to sleep? Or do you just need it nothing? Ever? Do you?
Not so good. Well,
I used to, but not now. Now I just need complete darkness.
Sometimes I can't light it up. I switch it up. Sometimes there's some background music or background sounds or just the TV watching the back of my eyelids when I'm supposed to be watching TV. But sometimes.
Yeah, I like music every now and again.
I need music if I'm trying to focus on something. Like it helps relax me while I'm working on what I'm working on. Music always does that for me.
Yeah.
I like it for cleaning.
Yes. We talked about this before. Yep.
Yeah. No, I could definitely throw on Spotify and put on the 80s Quiet Storm or 70s Quiet Storm to sleep.
I think I've graduated. I've been into the Apple Music.
Okay.
So it's continuous playing of all my...
Okay. Pieces of music.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
And I'm cooking too.
Me too. Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. We got to get it having.
You know what?
We can do a little.
Hopefully my neighbors don't be seeing because I be in the kitchen.
I know my neighbors see me. I be jamming.
Put it on a show.
Little twerk. I can't twerk with them.
That was a song I was trying to talk about before. Back that thing up. A juvenile.
Yeah.
There we go. It came up.
Okay. I definitely do that. I love a little dancing routine in the kitchen while you cooking.
Yeah.
Then when you taste it and it's good, you be like,
what? Do that little shit.
Do that? Yes. Keep it a little lively. Anyway.
Absolutely.
So, Joe, what are we talking about today in this episode?
Conspiracy theories.
Oh, jeez. Joe loves some conspiracy theories.
You just as bad as I am.
No, that's a lie. No, but kind of, but not as bad as you. I have some, but
okay.
We're going to talk about it.
Okay.
All right. So who wants to kick it off, baby? Since you got
aliens.
Oh, shit.
We know they out there. Don't tell me that you don't believe.
Now, hold up. She was like, we know. See the thing, with her conspiracy theory, she says it with a level of conviction. Like, it's for real. She's like, this is happening.
I truly believe there's other life forms out there.
So what kind of aliens? Are they mean? Are they nice? Are they friendly? I
don't think that what we see on the TV is what's really there, but I really think there's other life forms.
So about these life forms that you believe,
they probably got some special powers.
Will they
disguised as us?
Will they accept us? Will they?
They're living amongst us now.
I was going to say that. I was gonna say I knew she was there. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for her to get it out. I was waiting for that to come out of her mouth.
Clear example of what's happening currently.
Where
you call it these are so then they don't like humans then.
Some of them, yes. We're talking our political.
That's what I'm asking you. So do you think they're aliens?
I think something is going on. Because there's no way that this is happening. We're actually witnessing something is happening.
Something is amiss.
Yes.
Something's going on. The love we used to have was strong.
Hey.
I'm falling in. Okay.
But dang it, I went for why you come and pick that song?
Whenever you say something, I promise you even say something, I got a song
for
that
it.
shit.
Yeah.
My brain goes. I just pop in the song.
I have a question. It says, pigeons on power lines, why they never fall? Why are they always watching?
Bitch, they don't. They just be sitting like. And them New York pigeons. First of all, pigeons are only in certain areas of the population. Like if you, I never seen a pigeon.
I think they're watching us too. You know, I would not be surprised. I'd look.
Do y'all that live in the southern region, do y'all have pigeons? Because every time I go there, I'll see a pigeon.
I don't think I've seen them there. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them in Puerto Rico.
With all these crimes and stuff that's happening, especially in New York, and they be catching angles in these cameras now. I would not be surprised if some of them pigeons.
Well, pigeons were used to use for the
messengers. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang.
They've been around for a long time.
And they was doing that back in the Game of Thrones. Remember they used to send the birds in the Game of Thrones.
But historically, they used to send messages with damn birds.
Wait, this is the 1800s?
I think so. I don't know the time frame
For that.
I don't know the time frame.
Okay.
Yep. And I truly believe, yep.
I don't know how they trained them to do that. I mean, I know they trained people.
You guys are not ready for my crazy.
No, I want to know you. We want to know it. So, because Mike Tyson, I think he had the pigeon coop. I think he was.
Yeah. Well, people had the pigeon coops back in the day. I know they trained them. How do they know exactly where to go?
You can train them.
To know.
Listen,
you live in Florida and I live in the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm going to train this pigeon and take something to you all the way to Florida.
Sure can.
How they going to find your address?
They were doing it in Game of Thrones days, like she said. That's how you got messages to people.
The APS?
Whatever they have. And then now, yes, they could put those little trackers on their toys.
Be like, yeah, this coming to the wall, to the house of Joe. First of her name.
Oh my goodness. I cannot.
Okay, so hold on. I only have a couple of conspiracy theories, and I'm gonna hold on to mine. I really want to hear y'all's. So, Joe, so you think there's aliens, there's Martians?
I won't say Martians. I just believe that we have other life forms out there.
Disguised as humans.
Disguised as humans. They may not look exactly like us, but
Nano.
I'm just okay. You believe in vampires?
I believe that too.
Do you think they're amongst us?
Mm-hmm.
Walking around like how they...
I believe in ghosts. I believe everybody's getting ghosts.
Mm-hmm. So, no, ghosts. Because I say that they're walking the... Sorry. They're walking around like the Cullens from...
She said the Cullens. That was it. Their name.
But y'all laughed at me when I said that I had loved the trilogy.
That was their
I know.
I know. Because what we knew as vampires, they couldn't walk around in the daylight. But this damn series said they can. What's the name of the damn...
But them being so smart and being able to create and do stuff, I would not be surprised.
So are their everlasting life, which means that technically they never age. So they would, when they turn, they could have been advanced. Hear me now. So I'm playing into her conspiracy. So, which means that what if the person was like born in 1775, right?
Oh, I'm time traveling.
So wait a minute. So now, let's say it's a white person that was born back in the 1775.
Decrypted, yeah.
And now they taught their... Black people are, you gotta we're white supremacists. Are they teaching it? Because there's really a vampire as they teaching it to other people. And you see how that just keeps recycling and stuff.
We're talking about sinners right now. But
I know that you didn't see it. Yes. But you see?
Time travel and all that. Yeah.
So how are they feeding? What are they eating? The animals?
Probably so, because you got a lot of animals.
And the dogs, they're eating the cats.
They ain't because I got too many damn stray cats.
No, but seriously.
They've evolved over the years, and then
they got some of the blood.
Yeah.
Count Dracula said you got to drink the blood.
Yeah, but it don't necessarily have to be human.
Dracula.
Like the Cullens, they were drinking animal blood. You can easily go to the and buy blood from the butcher.
Huh. You know what, Joe? You may have had me a little bit convinced. Just a smidgen. I think more about it.
As I said, these are just theories that I have. That's the imagination that I got going on.
No. So do you think COVID was created in the lab or naturally?
Sure do.
Folks.
Oh, I do.
For sure. Big time on this one.
I really think that when they were injecting us, they were doing something to our immune. Because
wait, that's from the vaccine.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is she asked, does it no, she asked, was it created in a lab?
Yes, it was created in a lab.
Now you're pivoting to the vaccine.
And now they put it in the vaccine, and that's how they were injecting us with that stuff. And it changed vaccines to us.
Well, vaccines are
as a form of the virus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you're saying because it changed us.
I think it did.
Well, for some, like when you think about it, like I had COVID twice, and I know for a fact the second time around, my taste buds are completely off. The first time didn't happen like that. I was just foggy brain and a whole, but
because it's evolved as is getting, as is out there in the masses. Everybody's body is adjusting and mutating it to a different strand.
Yeah, strain.
Yeah, because I was fortunate. Well, I don't know fortunate because I did eventually catch it, but I was like 4 years later.
They caught it on the later end of it. Was it in 2021?
Yeah, I got it last year.
No, you wait later. I got it in 2021, and then I got it again last year, around this time actually.
I still, knock on wood, have not contracted it yet.
Okay.
I thought I escaped it. I thought I was like,
but this is also, that's why I've always trusted my own immune system, which is what you're supposed to be doing. And I fought tooth and nail about taking that vaccine because I didn't want it. I never used to get sick. Even now, I still haven't had the chicken pox or anything like that because I've never, the last time I truly remember being sick where I was out of it for 3 months is when I got laryngitis at 16. But that's also because I was going through the change, I guess, and my body was changing. But I've never experienced sickness like that other than that one time. So like kids would get sick all the time. I never.
Let me ask you this. Do you know your blood type?
AB positive.
Okay. Then that goes against my conspiracy theory. Okay.
What's your conspiracy theory?
No, them type O's, man.
What about them?
They I think they got superior blood. And I'm like, oh, and my husband's O.
My father was O.
I don't want to say, I can.
I'm just asking.
If he's an alien, baby,
but I know their blood type is rare.
My father's, is rare.
But I feel like, the running joke in my household, because every kid except for we have 4 together. So the first 3, they all have my blood type. The last one has his, and that's the last one, the one I had the most problems with. He's an alien. See, now, and come to find out, she has the same type blood as him, and I always joke around and was like, "Is y'all type? Oh, y'all was messing with my sister."
So he was having a metamorphosis within your
body. And I was causing it was the one I had the most trouble from the you were rejecting her blood. Like, she was rejecting me.
Or maybe.
So it was all little. So we joke around about that. But so I have a question going back to the COVID thing. So and just vaccines. So
I was going to ask the same question. Go ahead.
How do you feel about vaccinations? Because there's a big community out there that just does no vaccination for here. Now, I know when we were younger, a lot of times things were mandated to go to school. I had to do it. But now what's your philosophy on it or your take on it now?
I mean, I didn't have I knew that it was something that I had to do in order for them to, and it's been around for so long that it helped because it's been tested over and over again. When they put out this, they was using us as guinea pigs. Now, there's theories that it was out there a long time ago and they just didn't put it out in the masses yet. But
what, the vaccine?
Yeah. There was talks about that it was out for over 20 years or something like that.
They knew everybody got us all sick.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know that's the kick. I'm just saying based off of what you're saying.
I just didn't think that the way they brought it out to us to try, because now you don't hear nobody having the flu anymore. When you get sick, if somebody coughs, if they sneeze, it's COVID.
Well,
not the common cold.
Yeah.
It's not the flu, none of that stuff. I never even had a flu shot, and still now.
I don't do that, yeah.
I think they combined it because now it's COVID, influenza, or whatever, RSV or whatever. I think they combined it because the flu, we had the bird flu at one time. Then I think that's when they started with the flu vaccine. I've had the flu vaccine.
Yeah, I'm not
before. I've had chicken pox as a kid because I never got a chicken pox. Like my kids got. They never had the mumps and measles, chicken pox, and they got the vaccine. The vaccine that came out. And you're right, they'll keep creating new vaccines or whatever have you, so people supposedly don't get these things. At the end of the day, none of it's 100% true that you may or may not get something just because you get the vaccine.
The more and more I just think about it is I'm not big on medicine either. I like the holistic approach. Yeah. I'm big on garlic as a natural antibiotic. You start feeling any type of sniffles, go eat a garlic. Go eat a piece of garlic. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, no, you're not
severe
cut, child.
Or cut a lemon in half and just drink the juice from the lemon. All that stuff helps.
It does. No, absolutely.
And the fact that they don't promote that, even some doctors don't.
No, but you know why? Doctors are not. No. You know they're not. They get kickbacks.
Yeah.
All those things. It's the pharmaceutical industry. They gotta promote the medicine.
So they push their on Ozempic and all this stuff for people who don't even have diabetes.
Well, no, now it's weight loss. I mean, Ozempic, weight goal, but you GLP-1s.
But it was never meant for that.
I know that, but now they know.
And now they know that it does that. Yes, they're pushing it for that.
Yeah.
But it just makes you think about anytime something gets pushed, right? People become addicted to these things. You hear about freaking opioids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now people are addicted and all the side effects behind that because people don't know how to stop taking these things. So I don't want to get on into the medical industry.
Yeah. Man, listen, because I want to get on it.
Go ahead.
Cancer.
Okay.
I know there's a cure out there. There's no way you can tell me there's not.
AIDS. Same thing.
They want to push this propaganda out there that medicine is the best thing since sliced bread. And you got it in the Nate. They keep pushing it because they want to make that money.
They could never tell me medicine is the best answer or response.
Exactly.
All the side effects. Like when you hear the commercials about
Michael,
this,
might be like oily ass. Oil's coming out your ass.
Look how fast they say it.
Exactly.
Oily discharge. They don't want to hit it.
So the medicine cures one or two things, but then it's causing 10 other things.
If you have suicidal thoughts, it's like, yo, I just wanted this thing in my head. Like, I had a headache. Take this. But if you have suicidal thoughts and oily discharge, it's like, what the hell?
I know.
You fixing one thing, but you messing me up with something else.
Not just one thing on 10 other things.
Crazy. Okay. What are some of your, I know you got more. Pause it for a second. Some of your conspiracy theories. You said the pigeons on the power lines. I'm going to have to check it because I'm wondering why is that the case? Can I take ChatGPT? Hold on. Go ahead. Hey, while you pick up another one, go ahead.
I didn't even think of it that way. I was thinking of pigeons in another way, but now that you said that, it just...
So they talk about all these things with celebrities being in the Illuminati.
You took mine.
Oh, go ahead. Having all these triangle things. Now, do people know how the Illuminati actually...
Do you got some insight?
So I read up on the Illuminati. It was not meant to say they look at the Illuminati in a negative way. The Illuminati was really the physicists had to create between physics and religion. So the physicists had to create their secret club. And if you didn't know how to find out where they were practicing their medicine, you couldn't get in.
Yes.
So they were the Illuminati's physics people.
Yes.
Not this other thing that they're trying to claim it to be. And then the Masons supposedly found out about these secret places of where, this is something I read a long time ago, so I may be paraphrasing some things, but I read this a long time ago. Find out where the physics were keeping their little secret hideaway out so they can practice and learn. And they took over, and that's how it became a negative connotation behind it. So there's negative connotation behind the Masons too.
Yes.
And I don't know all the history. So my grandfather was too.
Yeah.
And I don't know all the history behind that, but I know that's what gave them that negative thing because they took over something that was supposed to be positive with our physics people.
Because at one point they were guardians.
Who?
The Illuminati. They were guardians over the I guess the experiments and stuff.
Right, because with the religious people, they were against it's practicing physics and discovery and all that kind of stuff because it didn't go with religious.
So when they started having the church wars, the Illuminati got looped into it as being a negative piece because the churches were killing off people that weren't trying to follow the teachings and things of that.
So then that
same thing with the Masons, all that got looped into it.
So now it becomes a thing that ties into why they say people in the Illuminati are devil worshippers. Because so is it a church propaganda?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to just address before you get into the pigeon. Let's do the pigeon. I took it to ChatGPT because I got to know. All right. So birds don't get electrocuted because they're only touching one wire. Apparently, electricity flows in a loop from up the power source and back. Right? Well, actually, I've said apparently. We know that if a bird touches only one wire, there's no path for the electricity to travel through its body. No path, so they don't get zapped. But if a bird touches two wires at once or a wire and something grounded, then they're toast. So I feel like that
has to do with like
flying. So the planes off of the concept where birds don't fly up a certain level because of the heat. So that's why you
have to go to a certain altitude.
Right. Yeah, the plane.
But sometimes birds do go that high because they get caught in the engine.
The birds fly as high as the planes, but they don't fly a certain height, which is the temperatures are at a certain level.
Yeah. Because when you think about when you get to the certain altitude, right? Let's say it's 30,000 feet, right? Or 30,000 feet or whatever. When you looking out, you don't see the birds at all, So, but also too, I like to think that the pilot would, before they take off, they can see a flock of, okay, we're going to hold. That's what the air traffic control, to orchestrate that. So, okay. So you stole my thing about, but that's okay. We were on the same wavelength because I was saying, okay, on the vein of Illuminati, right? And satanic practices. I took it a step further and was like, some people believe that fame and fortune in Hollywood or the music business, it comes with a price. Do you believe that?
Yeah. I think a lot of things come with a price.
Yes.
But yes, I think we talked about this also, why some people don't elevate as high as they should in certain industries because they're not willing to make sacrifices.
Check on that for you, child.
That's what's happening 708.
Because they won't conform.
Right. So they're very talented, but because they won't acquiesce to certain things, they get, what do you call that? Either blackballed, railroaded, whatever. Yeah. And they never get to elevate that. But that's the price they're paying. So you're either paying a price to get there or you're paying a price and don't get there. You lose out. So that, to me, when you lose out on something, that's also a price because you deserve it.
Okay. So now I'm going to take it a step further.
Okay.
And, I'm with okay. So what do you think about this? Because I know both of y'all into conspiracy theories.
Okay.
There is a conspiracy theory that Whitney Houston she didn't take the drugs herself to lead to her demise. There's a conspiracy theory that someone drugged her because of this whole, allegedly, a lot of people get on Clive Davis about a number of different things.
Yes.
Okay. Allegedly. I got allegedly. So they're saying that they wanted to unalive her. So, and it would be plausible because she was already taking drugs. So that would be plausible for that to happen. And people would believe it, that she overdosed. But in actuality, they drugged her.
Listen, we've heard this story about many celebrities.
Even back in the day.
Right. So she would not be, if that is true,
yeah,
she would not be the first.
Yeah. Because they also even said that allegedly that he was the one that got her into drugs and
that's not.
It was the other way around.
Well, they
probably were built on it. Yeah. But a lot of people would say, Bobby, because of his bad boy image. Not affiliated with Diddy, bad boy. But
at the same time, they painted an image of her that wasn't true. A lot of these, not even them, so you talk about some of the Disney people too, the Disney actors and actresses, they try to make them into these wholesome characters. And not to say that they're not good people or they're bad people, but they try to make them to be something, to put an image out there that's really totally opposite of who they really are.
Yeah.
And then when people find out how these people really are, they are taken aback or shocked or whatever their reaction is. It's because you're making people live untruths.
I like to see. I love to hear about the real person. You know what I mean? That's fascinating to me.
Right.
Not this image that you put up. When I hear different people they be real. When Whitney, even though I know at that point she was using, but there was a period of time when she did the Barbara Walters interview, when she did the Wendy Williams, and when she had the show, when they had the show. The show that was But before the show, when she was doing the interviews and she was sat back and she was like, "You tell me what it is, Barbara." That show me, I was like, "That's new work coming. That's new, baby." And I like to see the real person, not the facade, because to me the facade is not real. It's let me see when you say all of this, because that's real. You're human. You can't always like everything.
And it's almost disappointing when you actually get to see who they really you were this person all along, and only to find out that this is who you really are. It's a little bit of a disappointment.
You feel that way? I don't.
Well, because it's I looked at you this way. Not to say that I look up to people, but I saw you this way. And then now here you are, really who you are. I would have liked to see that person.
Yeah. To me, behind every celebrity, there's a real person. I love to see that real person. Now, there was a recent posting that actually happened this week that we all like the Ellises, Duval and Kadeen Ellis, all right? And there was a clip they did with Essence. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was just this week. And they were interviewing them. And I forget the question, but Kadeen started speaking, and then Duval was trying to answer the question. He said, "No, forget this." And And he was like, I just want to be real. And she was just like, well, what's going on? Are you all right? And he really was showing vulnerability. And he was like, I'm tired. Like, I get tired. We both work hard. It's hard to juggle being this person. Because there are celebrities at this point. Being Deval. Being, what's his name? Zach. And she's, it's hard for her. And then we have to be parents. And then we have to be loving on each other. He's like, it is a lot to juggle. And he literally broke down. And I thought that was, I hate to use the word amazing, but the level of vulnerability, I expected it because that is the realness we don't get all the time. And I know that there are other celebrities that feel that way. Right. And they can't show, he even said, I can't show it because what we're doing is bigger than us. So I have to, basically he was saying, toughen up and just execute and get it done. He said, but sometimes I really want to say, fuck everything. But all y'all, sometimes.
But even with that, like, if I had to say, if anybody's being real and being their true selves, they are people, I see them as their real selves for the most, like, they're not sugarcoating everything.
No, they're not.
So I think they are very, very vulnerable. Yeah. From start to finish, they've been very vulnerable. Yes, of course, as they've elevated and they've grown, they have to make some adjustments about how they present themselves to the world, right? Yeah. That's okay, as long as it's not changing the core of who you are. Yeah. And for that, I think I respect them for that their core is going to always be there. They're going to always be people, they lived in Brooklyn. That even though they don't live there anymore, they don't they don't deny it. No, that's no matter what. They talk about it
all the time.
I think that's the thing, is like, don't forget where you came from.
Right. Yeah.
And how you got to where you are. Yeah. So I think that's an important thing to talk about it. So I got some fun facts.
Are we jumping to fun facts? Or you have some
you want me to do some more stuff?
No, come on, let's get it going.
I have some conspiracy questions.
Okay, wait, but you got no conspiracy theory that you want.
I'm gonna let her, because
so
I got another one too.
Go on. You going first.
Okay, so there's a conspiracy theory where the government has technology that is 50 years ahead of us. And only does it only uses it when it benefits them.
I already know.
What kind of technology are you thinking?
Just technology in total. Ever since Enemy of the State came out, I keep telling people.
So think weather manipulation. We know that they call it going to Dubai. It happened in Dubai, so they do that.
Do they call it global warming?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they call it, but they do manipulate.
I'm like, listen, this has been the longest freaking April we've ever had in life, and we're in May already. This has been a long ass April, okay?
But the weather's been shifting. It has nothing to do with the month now. I think the seasons are shifting.
Is it due to weather manipulation?
Yeah, I'm being smart here. It's the longest April we've ever had, and we're already in May. The temperatures have not adjusted. We're still going back down. We're still like 50 degrees. We have a whole bunch of our April showers are happening in May.
That's been like that for a few years now.
No.
Yeah.
We used to get Indian summers that don't happen anymore. We literally jump from one season to the next, and that's it.
And I also think that we already know the phones are listening, but I think they can see you too.
Yeah.
But the question is, who's watching? I don't know.
I didn't think about the see. I definitely thought about the listen.
Oh, they do. I believe they can see. That's why I cover. If I do bring my phone in the bathroom, in the shower, so now listen to my music is tied to it, but I will always cover it. I just,
it'll stay in the other room from here on out.
Always cover it because
I taking no chances.
Yeah.
Any phone call and stuff that you have, I'm quite sure every so often they'll just chime in just to listen to our conversation. And then now, even though
crazy, the phone's talking something crazy,
and the say
so I'm start talking crazy. Y'all want to hear something? Here you go. I'm gonna start talking crazy. I need to have some. Yeah, you stop telling them what I'm gonna do, and then they listening.
The last conspiracy theory I have is the fact that we already know this to be true, that they do put things in our food like different hormones. We know that particularly young girls are developing more young.
That's been like that.
Hormones, right? But there's an element of it to keep us sick and complacent, right? So I think that I don't know if it's so much a conspiracy theory or the sick and complacent piece. We know the hormones are there. We know that. I think that with the GMOs, genetically modified foods, I think, if initially some of us gravitate to it, like think about eating something like a melon without seeds, right? A grape without seeds. But when you think about it, it's like, we weren't thinking about it back then. We were like, this is easy. I'm going to pop this grape in. If I'm eating watermelon, I don't have to do worry about, if I'm eating a honeydew melon, I don't have to worry about seeds. But when you really think about it, it's like, how did you even make this? I for one, again, when I was eating that stuff back then, I thought it was convenient, like you said.
Yeah.
But it's wrong. It's fake. It's not real.
Exactly.
And now, what did you make that I had consumed, and what
all these years?
What is that doing to my body?
Yeah, I definitely think it's making us. If we didn't have addictive habits before, we are developing addictive habits. Like we have to have certain things. Like before, it's like I can eat this without this and be okay. Mm-hmm. You know, there's been plenty of times where you probably have a meal. Did it have to have chicken in it? No. Did you have to have chicken in your salad? No. A salad was a salad, literally. Yeah. Veggies, whatever. Yeah. Lettuce, carrots, whatever. Yeah. But now it's like, I want this chicken in my salad. I want this whatever in my salad. So I definitely think it's
sugar and stuff they put in there too to make it.
Is creating your addictive habits. Because I'm one who's, at least in my mind, I don't have no addictive, what do you call that? Tendencies. Okay. I don't get stuck on anything for any one long period of time. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I feel like lately I've been craving certain things that I never really craved before. So is that something that they put in the damn? You got me thinking, damn food.
They put in the food, man.
So I'm going my own stuff.
Yeah.
So while I complained about real quickly, I didn't really complain about the long April that we had. Mm-hmm. It actually blessed me because my garden is,
I know it's beautiful. There you go.
Okay. One last one, the CIA and the mind controlling.
What about it?
People claim that the CIA for years secretly was doing experiments with drugs and the hypnosis, doing mind tricks and stuff on Allegedly, yes, allegedly. But I really think there's some truth to it.
So I'll ask you out there in your audience, and I'll ask the ladies here. Mm-hmm. Are pigeons really birds or are they government drones?
Both. Keep telling people, y'all, like,
I don't know.
Thank you for coming over to the other side.
It could be a combination of both for sure.
Exactly.
They got the mosquitoes that are fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
I didn't. Well, that makes me think about these other stupid bugs that all of a sudden appeared. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those, where they come from? I ain't never seen them bugs in all my years of growing up.
They was the
bumblebees. Where's the dragonflies?
They're still
around. Bumblebees, dragonflies, spiders, nasty ass flies,
lightning bugs,
cockroaches. I ain't no cockroaches in my house, but cockroaches. Those are the things that were around. What's this lantern?
Yeah, no, I know. But, and the thing is, the crazy thing is the media can easily be that they created these things because the media can easily just put out a story. Oh, these come from Japan or these come from China. They make up anything and then people believe it. Yeah. It only takes one story, one blog, one this, somebody picks it up and then you get on the news channels. Oh, did you see these lanterns? But I forgot what they call them. And then next thing you know, right? Now.
It took a long time for them to get to CT. It
took a long time, but they up here.
Child.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay. So you just got some
class. So going back to so for years, people claimed that the CIA was secretly experimenting on humans with LSD, hypnosis, and psychological torture to create mind-controlled spies. So the truth was it really did happen. So that's one of those conspiracy theories that really was true.
Okay.
From the 1950s to the 1970s, the CIA ran a secret program called the Project MK Ultra, testing drugs like LSD on unwitting citizens, prisoners, and even mental patients to explore mind control and integration techniques. The classified documents later confirmed that people were dosed with drugs without consent. Some experiments caused long-term psychological harm, and one test subject, a CIA employee, died under suspicious circumstances after being secretly drugged. So,
what was that show back in the day? What was the super show? Not Mission Impossible. It was with him and the lady. They used to have all these different kind of gadgets and shit. I can't remember. I'm dating myself. Well, I'm an old chick here, but anyways.
Well, guys out there, you have anything else?
Nope. No, I'm good. I was just trying to think about that show because he would have like all these little different things. Either his coat, he used to wear a trench coat, hat.
Only thing I think you're talking about the gadget.
Inspect the gadget. That's what I'm thinking. Like, damn it. Inspect. No, gadget. It was a real live one similar to that.
Talking about. I can't think of it. I know
Dick Tracy. No, not Dick Tracy. Anyway,
you talking about the what's his name? Bond, James Bond?
No, I know you're talking about that.
Because I know he be having a lot of them secret gadgets that's well before
gadget guy, but
hey guys, so Tell us your conspiracy theories.
Yeah, in any case, I just always goes back to, art imitates real life situations. So, and if they were doing things to harm people, to test people out, and one of the people got gotten, sorry, not sorry.
At some point, something is going to come out and bite us, and then we're all going to turn into zombies.
I keep thinking about the show that was just on Hulu. The show that was just on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown.
Paradise.
Yes. We living in a dome.
Not yet. Maybe soon. You think we're living in the dome now?
Allegedly.
So, we don't have the chips and the bracelets or our phones and tap and pay and all that shit.
Yeah.
Guys out there.
We could go on because I got some others.
I'm not going down a rabbit hole. That's what I'm like.
Exactly.
I want to hear about your conspiracy theories. Are you riding with Joe with all these tap-ins? Definitely let us know.
How is it only just me? No, imagination.
That's some too. I have some too. But you love a good conspiracy theory. I got some too. But so do you have some? And if we want to hear about it, drop it in the comments so we can read about it and share it on another future episode.
Yes.
You're going to have me looking around everybody like they crazy now to determine if they're actually real or if they from another world. Other stratosphere. The Twilight Zone. Oh my gosh. Anyways, till next time. See you soon in. Keep it real. Keep it funny.
Because we are not your average aunties.
All right, baby.
Peace.